so we're not supposed to be talking.
But we're always talking.
We're always talking.
Regardless
Whether
so
it's...
people always say, why are you guys talking? You haven't clicked on the recording button. Well, we do this to gather up our audience, really.
That's right. To give them the time to acclimate and prepare for the wonderfulness that's on the verge of happening. I don't know if we're going to get a pop.
Give them a little time to grab their own drink.
Okay. Welcome to Anna on the Rocks with a Twist. My name is Jim Fredrick. I'm your co-host, along with Anna Zuckerman, who just so happens to be the CEO and lead designer for Anna Zuckerman Everyday Luxury.
Coincidence?
I think so. I don't think so. And we're also here with Becky Roberts. Say hello, Becky.
Hello.
Becky, of course, is the host of Becky In Boca, a rather favorite stop for Anna Zuckerman when she's out and about on the town, or rather when Becky is. She likes to stop by, actually come by the store, and then for some reason I just show up and make things awkward and weird.
You know, Jim, I see that we switched it up a little bit, so...
Becky's a fan of the Chardonnay, if I recall correctly, because I had to pick up a few bar orders in our times together. So cheers, ladies. Cheers. To episode 7.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for joining us. We very much appreciate it. Thank you for those of you tuning in live. And for those who hear the recording later on. Currently, it's Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. They try to make these evergreen, and we frustrate them by continually putting on the date and telling you.
You have to continue doing that.
I'm standing my ground. By God, I am.
Well, and now we have subscribers, right?
Yeah.
And so they're actually looking forward to the new episode.
That's right.
And it's almost like like my favorite show, Larry David, right? You gotta watch the episode before to understand the next episode.
Or when somebody new is just coming into it, they'll be like, "Oh, what you should see is this episode where they talked about Anna being in prison," and then, "Oh, yeah, that's number 7." And they'll look at that precisely and exactly. Happy National Jewish Day.
Oh,
by the way, National Jewish Day. L'chaim.
I have something to say about that. Okay. So this is great. I was leaving this for like the end of the show, but I'm glad. All right, my Jews. So the food of the week, and I give a shout out to a random company, hoping that somehow they would either come to our show.
That's what it's come to now.
Or they will block me. I don't know.
We're going to talk people and places anyway. Yeah. So while we start mentioning it, it's like, well, we'll throw their logo up maybe now, and they'll be like, hey,
exactly.
You guys got a couple hundred viewers.
So Bubby's Premium Mochi Ice Cream.
Bubbies?
Yes.
Boobies.
Like your grandma.
Like your grandma.
Yeah, like
a
your
Jewish
grandma.
grandma.
You say bubby.
Yeah, booby.
No, not booby. It's a bubby. Boobies are the tits right there. The
Believe
bubbies.
me, I know my pronunciation of Yiddish. Thank you very much.
Because Jim's girlfriend has an uncle whose neighbor is, in fact, married to a Jewish person. So, with that said, Bubby's Premium Mochi Ice Cream, I think it's spectacular. I think it's a little bit overpriced because there's a lot more that I am used to when buying ice cream for $6. However,
they're definitely not sponsoring.
However, wait, no, it's. I needed to.
That ice cream truck just pulled away.
Oh God!
That's
but
not
I
how
have.
promoting a product works.
Well, we're. As many of you know, we like to sarcastically.
We're learning as we go. Yeah, it's comedy. It's a shtick. Hummina.
You know how many people say, I like your show, but let me suggest something?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Bubby's,
I've been doing comedy since 2006. Do you know how many times I hear I really think you could take off if you just do this joke. I'm going to give you a joke right now. That's going to make your career.
Yeah. You're doing it now, or can I finish?
I was expressing solidarity in the frustration of people telling you how to do your thing.
So I'm going to tell Bubby's how, and the flavors that I've tasted are wonderful. They're mango, they're blood orange, vanilla, blah, blah, whatever everybody has. But since it's a National Jew Day.
That's not how you get a sponsor. Their flavors are blah, blah, blah. Unless they have a blah, blah, blah.
So So Bubby is like somebody you grew up with in like Bobruisk, right? And that's an old Jewish family recipe, right? So whose Jewish grandma from Bobruisk made mochi Japanese ice cream, right? So So let's think about it. I love the name. I love the whole idea. But here's my suggestion. Just bring a few different flavors. All right. And I even have the flavors. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even researching their logo at
you
this
gotta,
point.
yeah,
There's
you gotta
no way I'm putting
concentrate.
them on.
Concentrate. You guys have to
No
be
way I'm
with
putting
me.
this. Go ahead. Might
Okay.
edit this out.
If you were my bubby, I would like to order a gefilte fish flavor, liver and onions. Here's a good one: latza matza. How about
How would you
I
know?
like the kugel, even though I always thought those were the exercises you do for so you don't
Kegel.
keep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not kugel.
Kegel is not kugel.
Okay, what
Okay.
you? I don't know how you would know, but
I'm
and
a well-read person.
ultimately, just because Passover is right around the corner, for those Jews who don't know, it's April 15th. I think brisket would be a great flavor.
Oh.
Mochi.
Brisket mochi. That's right. Bubby, we love your food. We'll love your ice cream.
Except for these minor critiques.
I think they'll be contacting you shortly.
Right?
Maybe
Yeah,
not in a
no, they're
positive
totally
way.
on board. I can say,
Sponsorship.
my goodness.
Sponsorship.
Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And Purim is on St. Patrick's Day, which I just discovered. It's weird, the National Jewish Day. I feel like, okay, so Purim.
Oh, see, you can't fucking pronounce anything.
No,
Purim.
that's
Isn't that like when you
Purim.
built your own like little hut? What am I asking you?
I don't know why you're asking me, but I have it under good
No,
authority.
no. Purim is when you. It's a Halloween.
Purim.
It's a
Yeah,
Halloween.
But
yeah.
you drink, yeah. But it's like a holiday, like a high holiday.
This is
Jewish
when
high
every
holiday.
year that my father goes to the synagogue, but he dresses up as a dictator.
Who's he going as this year?
Lenin. Why? Why am I even telling you that? Thank God that nobody's watching. Okay.
Yeah, it's excellent that we don't have an audience, actually. But my point is, so it's a national Jewish holiday today, and then tomorrow the Jews are supposed to drink and go crazy. It
On
should
St. Patrick's Day.
on St. Patrick's Day. I think it's a
that works out.
coincidence that it's St. Patrick's Day. But also, there's two groups that don't usually kind of,
Mingle.
go arm in arm anywhere. And now it's just going to be mixing Jews, all just.
And especially if you wear a costume, so then Jews could dress as leprechauns.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
drink green beer.
Tomorrow night
See,
in Boca Raton is going to be
It's
hopping.
going to be weird, right? It's
and
going
that
to get
is
weird.
why that is why, because I never interrupt you. We're going to be talking about how you and I can solve world problems.
Yes, I
Yeah.
had seen the preview
Yeah.
that we didn't do.
But I'm going
And,
to do this real quick, and I'll let you talk
saw that.
because otherwise I forget, right?
Well, we're going to let
We're
Becky
a
talk.
piece,
We-
right?
We're going to let Becky talk and just like let me quickly fix the world, and then let's do Becky.
You don't want to save that for the end of the episode. You don't want to make
No, I'm
that
gonna
the
do
anchor.
one.
of
I'm
the-
gonna do one.
Yeah, do
okay?
one. Okay,
I'm gonna do
so
one
we'll
because there's like
we'll
5.
solve one
Okay,
problem.
One problem. So everybody
and then
is
call your neighbors, tell your friends, and make sure they're tuning in for the rest of the episode where we solve the rest of the world's problems.
I've learned
Yeah.
from the mistakes people made by taking my advice. Climate change, right? We're all
Oh, we're
concerned.
going to tackle that.
Yeah, we got to tackle it. But did you know that the huge change, climate change, is actually caused by large mammals farting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And
Yeah.
actually, they release 100 pounds of methane gas every year, which equals to about 2,500 pounds of carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
And so there is a solution.
We're gonna have to get you a monitor. We're gonna have to get you a
Wait, what is this?
teleprompter.
There's a
so that
yeah,
you can-
because I can't see,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah, I
something
like how
that I
you're
have to
trying
remember. I did
no,
my
no,
research.
You did your research. and
How
that's-
did you know that Australian government actually proposed to shoot 1 million camels a year to solve the climate change?
shoot a
Kill 'em.
million
Kill them
camels.
all. Yes.
Camels.
Camels.
I mean, I get it. We're, in cow country, we don't see camels as the problem.
Yeah, we think
But
of
I
them
also
as
wouldn't
exotic
think
pets.
in Australia that camels is the problem.
There's
Are they
more
going to the
camels
Middle
than
East?
there's people. I don't
in
know where they're
Australia?
going.
Are you
Apparently
sure that
so.
wasn't kangaroos?
No,
Are you sure you're
no,
not
kangaroos don't fart as much.
Are you
So
sure you
they're
have the science right on this?
I do. I the fact checker. I didn't tell you guys. I just volunteered to be a Facebook fact checker. So that checks
Well,
out
if you're volunteering, that doesn't mean
Mammals
you're.
passing gas are the cause of climate
of
change.
climate change.
That's a
and
huge
just like
contributor to climate change.
Just
That much
like
is
that.
true. And actually, it's the amount of cattle that is being, put in certain areas in like South America and even North America, that it contributes to the greenhouse gas effect considerably. If people ate less beef in general, it would be better for the long-term health of the planet. That's what it comes down to.
So that was very serious explanation coming from a comic.
My bad.
And that
I
was
know,
like what I
but
thought
that's a
was
setup.
hilarious
I'm not the
explanation.
straight man. I'm the straight man. So you got the floor to hit the punch. Okay.
All right. On that note, here's my number one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the mic to you.
Oh, Jesus! What? I thought wait, what was the
That never happened
solution?
before.
Wait,
that
what
was the solution. Get rid of them. Shoot the fucking camels. Done. No more
Oh,
camels.
so your solution is agreeing
That's
with
it.
Australia.
Yes.
That's your solution.
Yes.
Becky, I'm so happy that you came by this morning. And let's talk a little bit about Becky In Boca, because I feel like we have to find something else.
Okay. I love having you two on my show when I visit you at Anna Zuckerman Luxury. These two are very, very funny.
Oh, go on.
And it's an intelligent, subtle kind of humor, mostly.
Sometimes.
And I,
Subtle. Are you kidding me?
and I know this because I edit them. And they're very, very, very funny. And some of the funniest stuff I have to cut out
Yeah, it doesn't
so
make
I don't
it.
get pulled.
Yeah, it doesn't make it.
Like the fact that somebody pissed in the garage.
I was in the parking garage last night coming down the stairs, and guess what was there halfway down the stairs?
A human being taking
camel.
No,
pee- a camel.
So it was a camel.
Did you shoot him?
puddle. There was a big yellow puddle halfway down the stairs.
Well, maybe somebody's transmission fluid got, or antifreeze.
So, yes.
Antifreeze in
No,
Florida.
you could smell it.
These are the episodes that get deleted. We should have like the.
Well, we don't delete this. This
We
is
don't.
Facebook Live,
We
first
didn't
of
say
all.
where
So
we were. We
we
didn't
can't
say
possibly
what parking
edit
deck we were
or
in.
anything.
No, these are the
but give her
episodes that-
time. Give her time.
This is when Becky goes bleep,
I do that a lot.
especially Anna Zuckerman Luxury,
Yes.
where our jewelry fits anybody, whether you're or you're like this, and it's fine.
Are we
And-
back to that?
no,
Are we back
no,
to
because
Glad this isn't my show.
I tell you what, I'm impressed always when the episode comes out that you're able to salvage almost anything. Almost anything. Because there are times when we go on a tear.
Well, one of them was very
And-
difficult.
Oh, yeah. No, there's
The urine
I'm
one.
sure there's a few of them that's, yeah.
Anna doesn't
Well-
like public urination.
Okay.
And-
I was
and can you
I was
blame me?
moving away from that anecdote. Actually, the first time that Anna invited me to participate in the video for Becky In Boca at the store, she asked me to be a customer. She said, just come in as a customer and we'll, kind of pitch you the
just
things.
tells you that I
And-
have no friends.
and she said very explicitly, be funny. Just just be funny. And I said, how funny? Like, I mean, how, whatever. No, go nuts. I
She did
I
tell
want
me
you
she
to.
had a very funny guest coming. So
Let's
the
see.
pressure was on
See,
that
so
you
she
didn't
said
know.
the- she set the bar.
The way I said this was this guy literally has been put on this earth to amuse everyone.
She finds a way to be hurtful. She finds a way
Truthful.
to make the compliment so backhanded that it's, it's a little artful, But what I was impressed about, a lot of what I did made it. Where I was talking about being a pansexual polygamist.
Yes,
And so therefore
yes.
had to buy a lot of jewelry.
Yes.
What didn't make it and kind of slipped in, the punchline slipped in before another piece.
Which was that?
And without the context, it was so weird, right? But it's not all like whatever. I talk about how it's mentally taxing to be a pansexual polygamist. You got so many, balls in the air, so to
Yes.
speak, and that it's actually, affected my whole mood and demeanor and everything else. And I'm kind of what do you call it? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on it right now, but depressed, basically. He's depressed. And, it got so bad that down at Wilton Manors, they call me the bipolar bear.
See,
Aww.
I'm always afraid to post this kind of thing because I don't know if the people in Wilton Manor like you or dislike you.
When I say something
when you
like
say
that.
these things.
I mean,
they're funny.
I feel like it's in good, not
think
at all.
I
There's
think
no
you mean it well.
judgy. There's no anything
Yes,
to it.
yes.
I think it humanizes. Like, for example, St. Patrick's Day. The very few times of the year that I can tell my favorite gay Irish joke. Did you hear about the gay Irish couple?
I have not.
Patrick Fitzwilliam and William Fitzpatrick. See, now there's nothing inherently wrong with that joke,
No.
right? That's
is-
not. But I know there are people that are a little like, "Oh, what are you doing? How can you, whatever?"
Once
And
in a
so-
great while, he's really fucking funny.
I've made you
Why?
laugh like 3 times in a row now.
Why,
I think.
why am
3
I the only
episodes
one
in a row.
drinking this? It's quite.
You're not. What are you talking about?
Because I have an eye doctor appointment
Chug
later.
it,
My
kids.
doctor's going to be like, "Oh, you've been drinking in the morning."
Let's talk a little bit more about Becky and Boca before we go off the rails, because
So-
that's going to happen.
So I
got
can't
more
tell
stuff
you the
here.
story when I took my husband for a Halloween party or Purim party in Wilton Manors, and we were still dating, and like I haven't he hasn't shagged me yet, so I didn't know if he was.
Oh, you were testing him.
I didn't know. So I thought
This
how.
guy hasn't come on to me yet. Let me take him
So
down to Wilton Manor.
I thought
See
it's
if there's
something.
an explanation.
Well, I didn't know if something was wrong with me, which like 90% probably, or
Self-awareness
perhaps
is a very attractive trait.
there
can I
is
tell
a
you?
self-awareness day we'll
Yeah.
be celebrating. So I took him to with all of my gay friends who when I just moved to Florida, I thought, because I love fashion, so naturally girls got to have, about 20 gay guys that are best friends. And so I invite this guy who I just started dating and I haven't gotten shagged yet. So I bring him
So
to
you
a
thought
pouring
maybe
party.
you were introducing him to.
I
people
didn't
that
know. I want to see how he
refer
would
to you.
act. And he,
Anyone who might be offended, please plug your ears for just
No,
a second.
completely
because
fine.
I just
I feel
want to
like
point
just the word
out,
shag.
you were the fag hag looking for a shag.
So anyway, and everybody embraced them, and it still didn't make any sense because
Did you figure anything out about?
no, it's
Okay.
like he was a nice Christian. He still is, who simply believed in Christian values. You don't shag a potential girlfriend on a first date.
And you were upset about that.
Okay, so this was the second date. This was the second date, is what you're saying.
Yes.
This is
And
how.
she couldn't figure out why.
Why did he not lay the pipe on the very
First
first
date.
when we finished at Applebee's?
must
How
be
come?
There must
taking
be
this
something
off.
wrong with him.
Yeah, or
gotta
me.
be gay.
There must be something wrong with me or him. So let's figure this out. Let's go down to Wilton Manors and see if we can get a menage a trois.
All right, that's all you guys are watching. If it's a woman, she's
We're watching
quite
turn
slutty. But if
beet
it was a
red.
man,
Beet red, by the way. Holy God.
only because he's my husband now. He's probably watching this, and he's going, I didn't know these were your expectations.
Be because he
Why?
liked you and respected you. That could not be the reason.
I automatically
I mean, she's Russian. How much experience has she had with that? So, in her defense,
RussianWomen.com. All right.
So
well,
Becky
I'm
in
airing
Boca.
my- Thank you.
desperately trying to. People should go on Facebook and search for Becky in Boca. And what will they find when they search for Becky in Boca?
Well, I like to do shows locally with interesting people like you two. Love working with you two. We get so many views when we do shows with you. People love you. There is a humor there that is very fun.
Okay, good.
But it's not all about
It's
humor.
about, no, it's
because
about your product
you're
too,
promoting
which is
our product.
amazing jewelry. If you haven't worn it yet, it's the It jewelry right now. And
That's
she's
right.
in
I keep
Meisner
forgetting
Park.
why we're here. And
We get
that's
carried
the
away.
first time we've talked about
She's
this
in
earlier this whole
Meisner
time.
Park. Celebrities wear her stuff. It's incredible. So I love going in there and doing shows in the store. The store is beautiful. These two are a lot of fun. And the prices prices.
Thank you so
Crazy,
much.
crazy prices.
I love the fact that you come to interview us and then you buy everything for yourself. and then
It's fun to watch.
I remember that one day when you like came back 4 times because obviously like 8 pieces was not enough.
I get in the car and I'm like, wait, I got the ring and the earrings. I don't have the net.
Well, your ears weren't even pierced.
No, you had to pierce them. Yeah,
So
and they're good.
you
they're
wanted
good now.
the earrings. But then she's like, where am I going to put it? Because I
bought
don't
it
even
with no
have
pierced ears.
I don't have holes in my ears. So Anna comes to the rescue.
That worked out really well.
I pierced your ears.
Yes. So I had to get like the sets because you have sets.
Yeah. God forbid you like don't have a set.
Well, it was killing me that there was another piece to my set that was in. So I did come in 4 times in one day.
So
Actually, every time, what was funny is that, we're filming at the store. The store is open. There's, public,
And people
coming-
walk in
people
and
coming
come in because we love to put people
Yeah,
on.
and
It's so much fun. when
True, but we
get-
still like step back when they're first coming in. We don't want to attack, so they kind of come in. They're figuring whatever out, and then they'll try something on, and we'll be talking, and Becky sees them try something on. Oh. And then walks over to the person who's trying something on, and then it becomes, sure, I want to interview you, but also I just want a closer look and see what
Jewelry.
thing you're trying on, because I think I would look good in that thing you're trying on.
Oh, I
does.
love it. I love going through the. Remember the last show we were opening up while she was.
Oh yeah, it was like
she was busy
cheers.
Speaking
We just-
Russian to some Russian clients.
That's right.
that
Which
were
I
in
still
there.
need to get that footage
I
to
have the
translate.
footage. The
I have to
problem is-
translate that.
You know as well as I do. She could have said just about anything,
I could have said certain things about Putin that none of you guys want to hear.
and there's no way we would know what she said.
I got a feeling you're worried about that for a completely different reason than I would be worried about that.
I put
But
a little 30-second clip of you speaking Russian into the last show, and only because I could kind of tell that you were introducing the woman, because you said your own name, and then you
That's
said
about it.
her name. So then I clipped it right after that. I was like, that probably can't get me into any trouble.
Isn't it funny?
I was
like-
expecting that
anything-
to close, the anecdote to close with, and then I got a call from the federal department, like the Federal Bureau of State Department. And
No,
they
I thought it was the
said
Immigration Services.
it could be any of the alphabet,
Yeah.
CIA.
Do you know that
FBI.
my cousin Anna Sorokova is officially being deported back to Germany? How fucking easy is this? She goes to prison for
Inventing
what, like
Anna? I
4
love
days,
her.
and that's it. That's it.
And
let's
bitched
send
about
you,
it the whole time.
Yeah, and-
Looked bitchy the whole time.
And let's send
that
you back
why
to
am
Germany.
Why
She's-
am I doing
and
this?
she's not
Why are
even
you
from
doing
Germany,
this?
so let's send you to like
This
the
isn't
most
solving
westernized,
I saw
the most
that.
capitalistic country next to United
She just
States.
got out today,
Let's
right?
make it. Yes, let's. We're gonna send you back. Make a shitload
She'll
of
be a
publicity.
hero.
And
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's fine. I'm gonna continue my little escapades right there in Germany.
In Germany?
And
Yeah.
it's like, what's next? Paris, France. She's gonna be like the legends. Like,
I feel like
crazy.
New York was the best place for her, though.
oh, she
I
is
f-
only
I
26
feel
or
like
28
there's a
years
little
old. She's
green
just beginning.
jealousy monster sitting on Anna's shoulder, and she's talking about how
Kinda remind
I
me
can't
of you.
believe she got away with screwing over rich people like that. Because
No, I would. No, why? See, that right there is an assumption. It's like when you go to a Vietnamese nail salon, you always think they talk about you. No,
I wasn't thinking you were talking about me. If that's the implication right there, I'm obviously not someone that you're talking about if you're jealous of rich
I-
people.
That whole show, and you got to respect that girl's hustle. I mean, she was
And therein lies the problem. I feel like
it's
genuinely.
the fact that everybody else is gullible. Men are gullible.
And she took
Sure.
advantage of hotels,
Yeah.
big corporations. It wasn't
Yeah.
just people.
No, but it was people.
Yeah.
Also, she took advantage of
Yes.
friends. She took advantage of whomever.
$50,000 on her girlfriend's credit
Oh
card.
my God.
You don't take advantage
And then
of your
made
friends.
it seem like she
Never.
was the problem by talking about this. What is your issue? Why do you have to? Oh my God. It's artful. I agree.
What are you
but
wearing?
Also, we shouldn't admire
What are
it.
you wearing?
What do you mean?
Like that's what she would say. What
Oh
are you
yeah,
wearing?
no. She wouldn't even
Jim,
give me
what
the
are
time
you
of
wearing?
day. She wouldn't even.
What are you
What am I wearing? Yeah, yeah. You should really take that
We
into.
match.
Call me out for that. She would not give me the time of day. And I'm okay with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to not be drawn into that web, but just look at me. I'm a schlub. I got a decent voice, so that's keeping me on this gig for a little while. But Other than that, I got nothing to offer the lady who's trying to build chameleonaires, so.
Well, just wait a minute,
I'm
because
happy.
that brings me back to your hookers.
It should. That was in my head. I was like, you don't pay me enough for Anna to feel like she can take money from me. If you paid me more money, then she might try and solicit me or try and like con me into giving her money, but I don't make enough money for that.
Well, and that's so going to happen because, as I said last time, we have just finished evaluating our company, and we're like a big deal. And we just got back from Miami Convention Center.
I was
Miami
going to ask about that, yeah.
And we had the most amazing jewelry show. And now keep in mind, because the jewelry business is a little bit flat right now. Gas prices, so a lot of people are driving. Some people are flying in. I mean, I'm flying to Chicago next week, and my ticket was $800.
Wow.
Both ways. So I mean, I'm going to be staying on the Park Bench Inn, and which is fine. I've not
Chicago is very nice park bench.
very nice.
Yeah, very
The weather's not that bad right now.
So
No,
there
no.
were not that many people, and except for our booth, it was like a freaking zoo. We sold out.
Because it's like a candy store. People, if you haven't seen her jewelry, you look at it and it's incredible, and then you look at the price and it's like,
No, I can't believe
afford
that.
this.
Yes.
I can buy it.
I can buy a ton of them. Because, so the jewelry looks like you're buying fine jewelry with big diamonds, something that you like would have spent $50,000 on. And how much is it? Oh, $199. All right, I'll take 20 of those pieces. So our booth was like, everybody was taking pictures so they could say how busy that was.
Yeah.
And I took pictures too. And if you I took a picture with a long lens, so you could see there's a lot of people at our booth, and there's like nobody else at anybody else.
I believe that.
I've seen that happen. I do feel bad. Like I feel bad for other people who've traveled a long way and they just kind of sit there in their booth and like, why?
With
Why
their
is this?
high-priced jewelry.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And instead, everybody's coming over to see the
If you
glitz,
haven't been in her store.
the glitz and the glam. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have to stop in right here in Boca Raton and Meisner Park. But a lot of our listeners
Are not local.
Listeners.
are all over the world, because you could see us on iHeartRadio and Spotify and some other bullshit station. I don't remember.
Like
the name of
Audible.
it.
And they
It's
can
Apple
order-
and Audible. That's all.
And they can order your jewelry at annazuckerman.com.
Thanks, Becky, so much. And you guys could watch our funny episodes at Becky In Boca show.
They're
But
great.
you have to be part of that social media called the Facebook.
I'm on YouTube too.
That's right. That's right.
But my main audience is Facebook because I like the local Boca Raton.
Who
people.
are like your favorite, other than us, of course? Who are your favorite other clients? Is that crazy guy who cuts hair? He's funny,
Adam,
right?
he's a character, yes. And I'm actually doing Posh Consignment this week.
Oh,
Know
she's
her?
great.
Yeah,
She's great.
love
Veronica
her.
is-
Veronica.
She called me this weekend, and she's like, "Can I just I just spilled this."
It's not different than every other day.
No,
Don't worry
not
about
at all. Yeah, she is fantastic. And so she called me. She's like, "Let me just go through your closet, and I'll just take all your stuff, and I'll make you a whole bunch of money." And I'm like, "Okay, I mean that works. Why not?" and the fact that you get to interview her, and I could share
That's
that.
designer consignment right in downtown Boca Raton. That store is amazing.
She could come join us too in our fun podcast. So no, really,
Veronica's great.
she's awesome, and we're so grateful that you just happened to wander in one day and you bought a lot of stuff, and now we can't get enough of Becky. And then everybody tunes in to see what's next. What are these wild and crazy guys are going to do next?
And Anna's sales. She always has sales and specials and events. Incredible.
And we drink.
Yeah.
And we drink.
All right, what else is going on?
So I have an idea for a new app.
Jesus.
Because well,
No, I mean not the app called Jesus, because I'm sure there's an app called
there's
Jesus.
probably an
That would
app
be a
called
good one.
Jesus. I'm not sure how good that would be. Jesus says, "Stay off social media," but then how do I see you, Jesus?
Didn't think about it.
It's a thing. The Richards pictures, if I could be so, the dick pic is what I'm talking about. It's
Well, because my ex-husband, his name is Richard, and there are plenty of them.
okay, yeah.
So a little bit close to home. So let's say how it is.
So there's actually most women do not appreciate unsolicited dick pics.
We
That
do
is a
not.
fact.
No. And we're too
but
old for that. We don't. I
but-
mean, imagine the penis that we would get. Okay, like literally.
I feel like you're making right now. You're making everyone imagine the penis you would get. But
Gulp, 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 gulp.
well, that was okay. So weird. My point being that there's actually some women that don't mind it, and all the guys that are sending random dick pics should be channeled towards them. So there should be a new app called Trenchcoat.
There is. It's.
You're killing me. You're breaking. You
stop.
asked me for a topic. I'm starting a topic. You're just breaking me
a
off at the
place where
knees.
people could post their dick pics that would be appreciated.
OnlyFans. Oh, it's
Well, no,
OnlyFriends.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFriends.
OnlyFriends
Yeah.
is a knockoff of OnlyFans, and that's what happens.
That's my
You
suggestion for your app.
No, God damn it! See, this is the thing. You
I'm
just
finished.
The first thing we
I'm just
said
gonna walk
this
away.
morning.
I'm gonna
the
walk
first
away.
thing this episode started with was you saying, "Don't you hate it when you're doing something? Someone's like, here's how you can make it better." Like
Now somebody's
immediately,
gonna do this.
and now I didn't even finish a sentence on what I was proposing, and you're like, "Well, it should be called this." No, it's trench coat. The reason it's trench coat.
Idea.
Right?
See?
Yeah. The reason it's trench coat is because you get a random dick pic, and it's if you like it, you swipe like right, but if you don't like it, you swipe left, or
Are these people
whichever
supposed to meet, or is
well,
it
that's the
just-
thing. It's like the opposite of Tinder because you see the dick first, and then you decide if you want to see the face. Like then you decide if that's something you want to pursue.
It already exists.
But it's not. It's called Grindr, probably.
No, it's
I've never
called
been
the
on it.
sperm
But
bank. You don't see the actual person. You just see the
not
sperm.
show you the penis.
No,
for
but
the
they
sperm
show you
bank.
what
When you go
comes
to the
out of
sperm
the
bank,
penis.
nobody's like going through. They're not showing a picture of the sperm either. What do you think happens
it's like
at a
in
sperm
a jar.
bank?
How do you think I had my two kids?
What? Okay. All right, back up.
Okay.
So we're saying that
Am I going back to where I was?
don't. Your back is going to kill you later. You're going to regret it.
To those who are not watching, so many questions.
How this all came
Or
about, by the
listening.
way.
Your app.
Yeah. No. Well, part
How
of that.
much? How much? It's a Russian me.
Part of how that came about is that we were talking about there's no International Men's Day. Like there was an International Women's
Right,
Day.
right.
There's no International Men's Day because if there was, men would try and fuck it.
Right.
But and extended
Ba-da-boom.
extended from that, I was thinking if there was, like the rules would probably be women couldn't file sexual harassment suits like that one day. Like that one day, you got to take it because it's International Men's Day. And chances are there would be an app where guys could just send dick pics to any girl. Just as they're walking by, just cast a dick pic,
See,
just,
I
moving
think
through.
You're onto something because there are girls that would like to see dicks.
Sometimes that happens. That absolutely, they're curious. They're like, I'm not mentioning
And this
Sydney,
would be-
but I'm just saying there are some girls reach a certain age where they're like, oh, well, I just kind of want to see what the,
let's see what's
options
out there.
are, see what the menu's like. And the nice thing is that
You're only in it for the money,
if
right?
if you swipe right, the trench coat closes. But if you swipe left, you get a little wiggle.
Oh, and this is spoken from a guy who calls himself an average dick.
That's true. I should not have drank before that comes up. But yeah, no, Anna.
Okay, so
Anna asked me what my autobiography name would be, and I said "Tales of an Average Dick."
There he is.
Okay,
I'll
so
stand by
you're
that.
going to charge for this app. How much would someone have to pay to have this?
I love the fact that you people think I put that much thought
No,
into
there's
it.
gonna be
I love,
adver-
I
no,
love
no,
the
no, there's
idea
gonna be
that it sucks you
sponsors.
in so
Sponsors
bad.
too.
Sponsors
Yeah, so
like
we have to-
Bubby's.
Bubby
wait
should
for it.
sponsor
Bubby-
the trench coat
Bubby's
app.
Japanese
Because
mochi ice cream.
When you don't see the dick you like, eat some ice cream. Right?
Would
I
it
feel
be a
like-
Bridget
pop-up
Jones.
Would it be a what? A pop-up app?
ad?
A pop-up ad.
Like when you're
Yeah.
looking, would the ad pop up for Bubby's ice cream?
Yeah. Pop up out of the bulb, out of the like whatever. It's just,
Then you gotta wait. until you
bubbies.
Bubby's.
And then you hit the
Now
little X.
available in gefilte fish.
Yeah, and scrotum.
I've never sweated here.
This much, as much as you sweated today.
Would it
Well, that
be-
must be Becky's fault, though. I feel like you should be used to this. I think I don't have I didn't see when we started, but I think we've hit probably our time.
Well, for those who want to stay extra. Ha.
Oh, sure. Oh, you
I
got
have to
more?
finish it. I have
we
to
didn't
finish
talk
it.
about your prison. Oh, and by the way, I think anybody who listens to last week's episode should understand she's not recommending you stick a pickle into an outlet. Okay?
You found
That's
a
not-
picture.
Yeah, but you talked about how you can hold it up like lantern. They're holding it
can't.
with forks because it's super hot. If the pickle's glowing like that, it's super
Well, you
hot.
don't have
can't
a
just
fork
hold it
in
up.
prison, so you got to use like energy proof, like something that doesn't transmit as fast.
I love the fact that you think there's electrical outlets available to prisoners,
South.
but not forks.
I think Olympic Games, fuck the torch, have a pickle. Just run with it. Run with it as fast as you can do it.
All right,
Bubby's
but
Pickles.
Nobody's recommending you put a pickle in the outlet. Please,
How
children.
does this work?
Do not.
And for
listen
those,
to last week's episode.
and for the
And I'll tell you after.
And for the entire community of Wilton Manors, who will never take this personally, but they will think that there's something in it. They stick a pickle in an. All right, not
How
gonna.
much have you? Okay,
how
so
much is the
close
doggy
this
in
out.
the
We didn't talk about your
window?
prison story because apparently in 2012 you were in a Russian prison for like 4 days.
You were in a prison.
But you were going to save the world, right?
I was going to save the world,
let's-
and you know what? We could always, maybe we'll do the show twice a week. Why? Because we have listeners, we have subscribers. All right, few of the things, and this is something for you guys to like start thinking how you can solve world problems, and if we all come up with a solution, then there's going to be no wars. It's so easy, right? So
It's
if
very easy.
So let's start with
How
me.
nobody in
start
humanity
with
thought
me.
of that in the last 50,000 years.
I'm no politician or prophet.
Oh, wow. Consider me a prophet. She's no prophet.
All right, so just a couple of advices and that's it, and I
Yeah.
walk away.
All right.
So do you know that like some of the most developing countries have the lowest, just like a crazy low birth rate, right? But there's so
Yeah.
much potential. They just solution: a national sex day. And special prizes for women who just want to get knocked up. Like special, you win a paper airplane. Because, I mean, these are like third world countries, but they're fast growing. Like a paper airplane would be awesome. Like that's what
I
we play.
don't have a uterus, and that all hurt me so bad.
Okay, so that's just my little, I mean, I'm looking at the things that don't cost you enough, but, you know, it could.
You
it's
realize
a
that a
good
low
suggestion.
birth rate is not an indicator of not enough sex. Like that's not a
Not in the
correlation.
third world countries. I disagree because
I
see,
think in
here's
third
what-
world
that's the
countries, all
first
they have to
disagreement
do is
we're
have
having.
sex. The
That's-
issues is that the kids are
just-
born in
you know what?
sewage.
Just close your legs. Have more sex. Number 3.
Close your legs. Have
not
more
do that.
sex.
No. Either like that.
That is a
God,
that is a
made no
position I do
sense.
like actually.
All right.
I
now,
won the bottle.
So 1990, my family comes to America, and we have to pass like this whole citizenship test. Citizenship.
Good
not
time. Citizenship. Okay.
Shit.
That's
And
a
so-
good clarification.
So one thing that never made sense to me is and believe me, I'm like, you do know about my affair with former President Trump, right? It's in my head, but nonetheless, I really
I
think
got a
he's
feeling
sexy,
we know what
so.
next episode is going to be dedicated to.
So, but at the same time, there's like with the election and everything and the whole, how much money we spent on just figuring out who won, who lost, whatever.
Did you have a threesome with Trump and Triumph, the insult comic dog?
No, just the triumph. Okay. So the U.S. Electoral College, right? It makes no sense. Does it make sense to you? It probably makes sense.
It makes
to
sense
you.
in a
Yeah.
historical
In a
fashion,
historical,
but it does
but
not
it
make
doesn't
sense.
make any
considering
sense.
The last however many times.
So
yeah.
fine, here's my solution. Just keep the Electoral College. I mean, I've never even went to college. The only thing that I have is like a certificate of a 6-hour anger management class. Okay? But it's a certificate and it's mine. Thanks, Jim Fredrick. So keep the college.
That's like the only reason I might go to prison. I've lived this long and I've stayed out of prison, and that experience might be the reason why I go
All
back.
right,
But
keep
I
the
go.
college, keep the college. Just, can we like scrap all 50 states and start over? That's all that we have to do is start over, right? Create new 50 states, right? And just like
Does that
divide
have to be
it.
50?
Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure it has
yes,
to be
yes.
50.
It does. But we
have,
divide
like,
it
4 states.
by like and just have like 6.2 million people per state, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then just combine Alaska and Oregon into one and just call it Allegan. Right, and then New York could be
Does
2. It could
Canada
be the New
have
York.
anything to say about this? Like,
and
'cause
the
there's a
Old
lot of
York.
territory in
No,
between.
Canada.
Motivation
is then that the election would be much more
like from 4 guys, like from
simply like I said,
Yeah.
not particularly. Even though I'm a fact checker now on Facebook voluntarily, I think this is my solution, and I fact check that. So, and then there's something disturbing. Okay,
we're
are you guys
officially-
still
we're
with me?
officially
No,
on the
I don't.
verge
No,
of
no, no, no.
being-
On the
okay. No, I
verge
know,
of
it's your
being
time.
dead.
It's
Like
your
we're gonna
time.
have no listeners.
It's your dime, your time.
I'm just gonna do the last one, and that's
Yeah?
it.
Okay.
But I have, I love animals, right? And I'm really upset
Thank you for
with.
joining us today, by the way, before this goes completely sideways, because I got a feeling what we're coming up with now
Not sure I wanna be associated with
is
this,
the,
but go on.
the icing on the cake. Go
No,
ahead.
So British family, I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Oh my God, people are taking pictures of us. So embarrassing. They're outside.
They heard some of the shit you said.
do you
They
know
said,
that
this
they're-
woman's going to jail soon.
No.
We need to get
British
documented.
family is they're like apparently they're cruel to animals. They like to hunt, and they're like they
Foxes. They're
Yeah.
cruel to foxes.
They get-
yeah.
solution.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Eat a corgi.
Eat a corgi.
Corgi, got it, corgi.
No, corgi. Yeah, no, I got that.
Just eat one, okay?
Eat
Just
a
eat one.
corgi.
You're gonna fix the whole world. The bullshit. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you
right.
for listening.
That-
Can we just say that my daughter is making these headbands, and she's donating all of the proceeds, not just the profits, everything, to
Well,
the
can
people
your daughter
of
sponsor
Ukraine.
our show?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't.
Beautiful the
She
one you're
works
on.
at Publix, so she makes $22 a week. So I'm sure she can sponsor
Right.
the show.
Yeah, she can sponsor the
so
show.
she hand makes these headbands, and we're gonna post pictures of that. They're $30 a piece, so I think you guys should buy them. We just send that all to Red
Does she have
Cross.
a brand? Is there like a logo
yeah.
that I can put up?
Where do they buy them?
There's a
Yeah, where do
logo.
they buy them?
Probably.
buy
I
them?
have
That
no
would be
idea. I haven't
helpful.
thought that far. But since everybody knows my name, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
We'll figure that out. But I think big shout out to my daughter who really thinks
very
about
pretty.
the
Yeah.
humanity.
She's trying
humanity.
to hustle. She's the next
And-
Anna Zelinsky.
Well, but the thing is, though, it's not on the profits. She's donating everything. So it's not just a household. It's a household that she is donating because she
passionate
is
about.
truly concerned and wants to make the world a little bit better in the 16-year-olds.
Very nice.
As
Sure.
much as you can. So
Yeah. All
thank you
right.
guys so much for tuning in.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, guys, goodness.
Thank you, Becky, for coming out
I had
again. We
fun.
very much appreciate
Very
it.
interesting.
Thank you, Anna, for keeping me on the payroll week after week as we continue this. And
That's by week after by week.
thank you.
And
for
I don't
reminding me.
mean
Yeah.
gay.
I'm 53. What do I care?
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.